You're watching the Tarot Companion, a space for calm and reflective tarot learning. The Empress enters the tarot journey with a sense of warmth and quiet abundance. Where the High Priestess listens inwardly, the Empress brings what has been sensed and nurtured into visible form. This card speaks of care, creativity, and the natural rhythms that allow life to grow. The Empress reminds us that creation does not come from force, but from patience, presence, and compassion. At her core, the Empress represents nurturing energy, fertility, and connection to the natural world. This card reflects growth in all its forms, whether emotional, creative, physical, or relational. It speaks to the ability to care for something until it flourishes, offering attention and gentleness rather than pressure. The Empress is deeply connected to cycles, seasons, and the understanding that growth unfolds in its own time. The Empress also represents self-worth and receptivity. She reminds us that receiving is just as important as giving. This card invites us to soften, to allow support, and to recognize our inherent value without needing to prove it. There is a sense of ease here, a knowing that abundance grows when we feel safe enough to receive it. In many traditional tarot images, the Empress is shown seated in a lush natural environment. Fields, trees, or flowing landscapes often surround her, symbolizing fertility, comfort, and the steady nourishment of life. Nature reflects her energy, reminding us that growth happens organically when conditions are supportive. She often wears a crown adorned with stars, representing connection to both earthly and universal rhythms. This suggests an understanding that creativity is guided not only by effort, but by alignment with larger cycles. Her posture is relaxed rather than guarded, reinforcing themes of trust and openness. A shield bearing a symbol of love or femininity is frequently present, reflecting protection through care rather than defense. This symbolism suggests that strength can be gentle and that boundaries can exist without hardness. The Empress protects what she nurtures by honoring its needs. When the Empress appears upright in a reading, it is a sign of growth, comfort, and creative flow. This card suggests that something in your life is ready to be nurtured or supported. It may point to a period of increased creativity, emotional fulfillment, or physical well-being. Upright, the Empress encourages you to care for yourself and others without guilt. It reminds you that rest, pleasure, and connection are not indulgences, but essential parts of a balanced life. This card often appears when slowing down allows something meaningful to grow. The Empress upright can also indicate abundance, not only in material terms, but in emotional richness and supportive relationships. It suggests an environment where encouragement and care are present, or where they can be cultivated. When the Empress appears reversed, nurturing energy may feel blocked or unbalanced. You might be overextending yourself for others while neglecting your own needs, or struggling to receive support. This card reversed can point to burnout, self-doubt, or disconnection from creativity. In some cases, the reversed Empress suggests difficulty expressing care or vulnerability. There may be fear around dependence or receiving, leading to emotional withdrawal. This card gently invites a return to self-compassion and balance. Reversed, the Empress can also indicate creative stagnation. Rather than forcing productivity, it asks for patience and reconnection with what feels nourishing. Growth resumes when care is restored. In a career or work setting, the Empress upright suggests collaboration, creativity, and supportive environments. This card may point to work that involves care, design, growth, or long-term development. It favors teamwork, encouragement, and allowing ideas to mature naturally. Upright, the Empress encourages valuing process over urgency. It may be a time to nurture a project quietly, trusting that steady attention will bring results. Work relationships benefit from empathy and mutual support. Reversed in a career context, the Empress may suggest feeling undervalued or creatively blocked. You might be giving more than you receive, or struggling to find fulfillment in your work. This card invites reflection on balance and the importance of honoring your own needs within professional life. In a financial setting, the Empress upright reflects stability, comfort, and mindful enjoyment of resources. It suggests a healthy relationship with money that includes both responsibility and pleasure. This card can indicate gradual growth through consistent care rather than risk. The Empress also reminds us that abundance flows when we respect our limits. Financial well-being is supported by moderation, appreciation, and trust in steady progress. Reversed financially, the Empress may point to insecurity or imbalance around resources. You might feel disconnected from a sense of worth or struggling to feel supported. This card encourages grounding, reassessment, and gentle care rather than fear-based decisions. In relationships and love, the Empress upright represents warmth, affection, and emotional nourishment. This card suggests deep connection, mutual care, and a sense of safety within relationship dynamics. It often appears when love feels supportive and life-giving. Upright, the Empress encourages expressing care openly and allowing closeness without fear. It reflects emotional maturity and the ability to create a nurturing space for connection to grow. Reversed in relationships, the Empress may indicate imbalance in giving and receiving. One partner may feel overlooked, or emotional needs may not be fully expressed. This card invites honest communication and renewed attention to emotional care. As a reflection, the Empress asks you to consider what in your life is asking to be nurtured. Notice where gentleness, patience, or compassion could support growth. You might gently ask yourself where you are ready to receive more care, both from yourself and from others. If this exploration of the Empress resonated with you, take a quiet moment to reflect on what feels nourishing right now. The Empress reminds us that growth unfolds most naturally when it is supported with care, presence, and trust.